Hi, this is Jeff Potts. I'm the content management practice leader for Optaros, and I also write a blog called ecmarchitect.com. And today we're going to look at Alfresco Facebook integration. It's something that's been covered a lot in the media, but I don't know that everyone's gotten a chance to see it or gotten a chance to play with it. So that's what we're going to do today. It should be about a 5-minute deal. We're just going to see how it works in Facebook, see what that means to the backend Alfresco repository, and talk a little bit about configuration. So let's get right to it. The first thing we're looking at here is the actual first page of a test document library I set up. And the first thing we notice is that one of my Facebook friends, John, has added a document to the document library. And we can click on that document, and now it's retrieving the document from the Alfresco repository, and here's the document. Now we can go to my documents and see the document libraries I have set up. So currently I have one document library called test, and within that I have 3 files. And again, we could launch any of these files, pull open the document that's pulling from the Alfresco repository. Now let's say we wanted to create a new document library. Just click on Create Library. Call it Test Library. This is a test library. Create it. And now we can add a document to that library. And now we have a new document in the library, and that's all there is to it. When we go back to our list of libraries, we can see the existing library and the library that we just created. So now let's jump over to the web client and see what's going on in the Alfresco repository. So if I look at the company home, there's a folder here called FB8810011150. That's the same as my Facebook application ID. If I click this, I've got 2 folders in here, and what this is one folder for every Facebook user who's working with this document library. So I happen to know that this one's John's. So now we can see this folder represents his document library, and within this folder he has a PDF. If I go back up, I can look in my Facebook user folder, and then here are the 2 libraries, the one that was there before and the one that I just created. And if I click that, then here is the JPEG that we just uploaded. The other thing to note is that there's permissions set here. So if I go look at the space users, you can see I've added 2 Facebook users here, and these are just names that I created in the Alfresco user repository, and the username matches the Facebook user ID. Now let's look a little bit about how this is set up. If I go to the data dictionary and go to web scripts, and go to com, Facebook, apps, you're going to see a JS file here. This one is named using the API key from Facebook. So when you go set up your Alfresco document library in Facebook, you'll have to get your own API key. And then you'll need to create this file. And within this file is the app ID and the app secret. And exactly how to write that file is covered on the Alfresco wiki. So I'm not going to open it up here. The other thing I wanted to show you, once you install the Facebook integration AMP module, you do have to change some of the web scripts. So let's jump over to my server, and let's go to the web apps Alfresco webinf classes directory, and within that we're going down into the web scripts, the Facebook web scripts. I'll just list this out so you can get an idea of what that looks like. And then I'll just grep for JTP Alfresco doclib. So what this is basically your Facebook URL. So when you set up your Facebook application for this document library, you're going to define a unique URL, and that URL has to go into all of these WebScript descriptor files, and that's it. So that's a little bit about Alfresco Facebook integration. Thanks for listening to the screencast. If you want to learn more about Alfresco or other technologies in the ECM space, you can go to my blog, ecmarchitect.com. If you want to learn more about the services that Optaros provides with open source and next generation internet solutions, you can go to optaros.com, and Alfresco's website is alfresco.com.